Hi everyone, it's Tammy at the Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm glad you're here with me today. I am going to be working on page layouts today in ephemera for my Junk Journal Madness March journal. This is a monthly journal challenge that is hosted by Susan at I Totally Love It, and she has a guest collaborator every month that picks her theme, gives her 6 themes, which she puts into her little magic spinny and comes up with a theme for the journal for the month. And then she has a couple of die that she rolls to get the number of materials that you're to use in your journal and the number of makes. This month, out of the 6 themes that were given by Stacy at Crafty Dragon Creations, the theme that the spinner landed on was Irish, Scottish, Celtic. And the dice showed the number 6 for materials and the number 9 for the makes. So that is the basis of what I am working on. I don't think any of these will be an issue. You know, you can use 6 materials in your journal very quickly and very easily. And 9 makes is, you know, if you did just 9 makes in a journal, your journal wouldn't have to be very big. Now, these journals can be constructed any way that you want them. You can make them any size. And other than the just overlying theme, you know, you're free to do what you want. And when I did my February journal, it was real interesting to see that even though we all, the people who participated all had the same theme, how different our journals ended up being at the end. So that's one of the things that's really neat to follow along and see how everybody interprets the particular themes. So my journal for this month is constructed out of a file folder, and it is just that. It's a file folder. I took the natural, folded the folder, and then scored to give myself, I think it's 1.5 inches, yeah, 1.75 inches spine. And I'm only doing 1 signature in this one because we only have to do 9 makes. And I think I put around 20 sheets. I could have split it into 2, but I decided to just do the 1. It is a sewn-in signature, and I used a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to put it in. And I just used a thread that was really close to the paper that I used on the spine. The spine is paper. The front and back are also paper. They're just regular weight scrapbook paper. I am using a couple of digitals in here. This one from, oh, I had it written down, and now I don't know what I did with my note. It is listed in the description box of the first video. I'm trying to flip through my basket here and see if it happens to be in here, but it's not. And I will try and remember to list it in the description box this week as well. Nope, I don't see it. So, and then the other kit is just really a really small pocket kit, which we're going to work on one of those today. So when we get to that, I'll show it to you. And then everything else is scrapbook paper or ephemera that I had. I did not have a lot of original ephemera for this one. But what I could find, I am using. One of the things in particular is I had quite a few postcards, Tux postcards, that depicted Scotland. So I am scattering those throughout. Alright, so when you open it up, this is Vintage Dictionary page. And what I did is I just looked up starting with Scott, and just tore out a portion of the dictionary, and it has Scottish, Scotland, Scotch tape, Scotch man, Scotch Irish. So I thought that would be kind of cool, and I just made it a little tuck on the side. Sorry, had to get a swallow of my drink. My throat's kind of scratchy today. And then I also cut out bagpipes from the dictionary, and I just put those in this little cluster down here, along with some music paper and tissue paper and some other things, just to kind of have something there that's interesting. And then I made a journaling card out of the kit, a couple of them. This one actually has the Tim Holtz packaging, is what that is made out of. And then there is one here too, and it is Tim Holtz packaging as well. So if you buy the Tim Holtz ephemera, keep those packages. They're a good weight for journal cards and tags. This is just a cluster. So what I want to do in this video is I have several pages that I've got layouts ready for. We're just going to flip through them. I'll get us through through as many as I can today. And then, you know, we'll do another video in a couple days, and I'll do some more. So, that one's not ready yet. This one is, and this is where I'm going to use the other kit. So let me get my pieces over to the side. The other kit that I'm using, like I said, is just a small kit, and it's just a set of guest check pockets. And these are, I think you get 3 or 4 of them in the kit. It's not a huge kit. But you also get some little ephemera pieces. Let me see if I have one of those pages that's not all the way cut up. Sorry, guys. It's by My Porch Prints. And you get all of these, plus you get, I think, 3 of these pockets. So, and the reason I'm using this is because the thistle is the flower of Scotland. So, I thought those were cute in a different way to bring in the thistle. This is part of the kit. This page over here. And this is just brown wrapping paper that's in my signature, and I just ripped it so it wouldn't be a full page. Okay, so I'm going to construct this pocket. And then we're going to put some stuff in it and behind it, and all kinds of good stuff. Now, when I glue this down, I am going to leave it open back here, so I can put something in there. Oh, I told a story. I am using another kit. I'm using a tag kit that has some plaids and some houndstooth kind of tags on it. And I believe it's Pink Monarch, but let me check. Because I forgot I had them, and I came across them. Yeah, it's Pink Monarch. And it is several pages of tags. And it's also a couple pages of little ephemera numbers and things like that to decorate the tags with. And I forgot I had these, but I had used those in my Sherlock Holmes journal. So I thought some of them would be appropriate. And I'm going to have to put you guys on pause for a minute and go get a big old drink, because my throat is about to itch. It's scratchy and I can't get my words out. So I'm going to put you on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I ran downstairs and got some sweet tea, because everybody knows sweet tea's cure-all for everything. So hopefully now I can get through this video without coughing. Okay, so I'm not going to notch this little pocket. I need to replace my foam. And then it has little hinges, and it tells you where to fold on there so you can make your pocket. And it has some gussets on there. To give your pocket a little more room. And you could make this, I guess, so it would come out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to glue it all the way down the sides. Just like that. Press that down a little bit. And this is a piece of one of those tags that I just cut to kind of look like washi. Just to decorate that pocket a little bit. Okay, now I have, whoops, hold that down a little better. I'm putting this on one of the digital pages that has the background page printed on the back of it. It's just regular copy paper. I have this page from Treasure Island, a copy of Treasure Island that I have. It's like a children's book. But Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish author, and the front of the book had this, so I thought this would be kind of cool to tear out and fold up and put in here. And it lists some of the books: Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped, The Black Arrow, and Treasure Island. So he was a quite well-known author. Did I not get enough glue on that? Apparently not. Let's try again. Alright, so that is going to go in here. I'm not going to put it in all the way in there right now, but that's going to go back there just for something to have. And then I have this tag, and I have, okay, this corner pocket that I'm going to put over this corner pocket on this side, and it's in the kit. This one is printed on the paper, so it's not a real pocket, but I'm going to make it a real pocket with this little corner pocket that's in the kit. And it kind of, I don't know how well that shows, but it has that, I couldn't figure out where I put my glue, thistle pattern on it as well. So it's going to go right down here, just like that. And then I have this postcard that has kind of a purpley kind of look to it. And this is, let's see if I can tell where this is. Stirling from Abbey Crag. Says it's one of the most ancient and historically interesting cities of Scotland. So we're going to put that in the pocket. And then I have this little, this is in the kit. It's like a little coin envelope. And again, I've taken part of one of those tags and put in there. And then there is one of the cards from this kit that the guest check is in. And I've just cut it to go down in the little envelope. Just like that. And I'm gonna ink around that. And stick it right down in there so you can take it out if you want to. And I thought I had a tab to put on there, but maybe I don't. And then on this side over here, I'm going to glue this little feller. And I should have done it before I glued my pocket together, but I didn't. And this little piece. which is also from the Thistle kit. And it's an advertisement piece for dies. It says Hindenburg on it. So I want to put it where you're going to be able to see that Hindenburg. And I fussy cut this little guy out of the kit. He was on one of the collage pages. And actually, I think I had, no, tags go in there. So now we need to decorate our tag. To see it, it's going to go right down in here. So I need to, no, that's probably thick enough. Started to say I need to thicken that up, but I think it's okay. So I have this little ephemera piece that says Crown Diamonds, Scottish Brilliant. I have this little piece that says Telephone. This is Tim Holtz, and I have these little pieces that are from the Thistle kit. And I have a butterfly. And I had something else to go on that tag. I can't, no, maybe I didn't. Maybe I was just going to leave it. I think the telephone was going to go over here. See, this is the problem when you don't do it right when you come up with it. You can't remember what you were going to do. This was going to go here on my little half sheet. And I am going to just paper clip this on so that you can look at the back of it and read about the postcards. So I have some rusted paper clips here that I did. So that is going to go there. I'll get it together in a minute, guys, and remember where everything goes. Let me ink some of these smaller pieces. That should be able to go down in there now. No, I definitely have the telephone number over here. I definitely have this here with the butterfly. So let's put those down. I'm trying not to hold my foam over the journal because it's got those little loose pieces and I don't like them getting on my pages. Let's put the crown diamonds over here. This is another piece of the faux washi that actually is in the kit. Let me put that right there. No, I don't want it to cover up where it says. I'm going to put it right there. No, I'm not. Changing my mind because I've got that tag going in there. I'm going to put it right here. There we go. Now let's poke a hole for our tag. We're not going to get any very far if I don't get to it here. And then I have this as a small collage strip from Tim Holtz, and I'm going to leave it just like it is because I like it how it is, and I'm going to stick it right back there, and you could use that for a bookmark or whatever you wanted to use it for. So that quick, we have a double page layout. Didn't start out very quick, but we're moving. We're moving now. And because I tore that page, you know, that will go separately. And then you've got your little pocket here, and you can put more in that pocket if you wanted. All right, moving on to the next one. It's here. And I have already created, this is a flip out. And that's by just taking one of the journal pages from the kit. I ripped it in half. And then I put it on with some washi tape. And then I printed it again. And I cut out this little image that was on the full page and put it over the one that is printed on the page. It's the very same image and made like a hidden pocket. And then this is one of the journaling cards from the kit, and I just backed it to make it a little stiffer. You could print it on cardstock and you wouldn't have to back it. And that is just going to stick in there like a journaling card. And then, what do we have? What do we have? Okay, so that is going to go here, I've got one of the thistles that I fussy cut out of the paper. I've got another one of these tags, and I'm going to glue it right here. It's not going to be a tag, but it's going to look like one. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm using this guy in another layout, and I don't like my pictures that are in journals to, oh, I forgot to put my telephone number on the other page. I don't like the images that I use to be duplicated too much. So, because I'm using him as a feature on a different page, I'm going to cover him up here by putting this tag on here. And actually, I think this is a sticker. Let me poke a hole in it first. I think I printed some of these on sticker paper. I am going to put a hole reinforcer on it so it looks like a tag. And let's see if I can get the back off this. I'm pretty sure it's on sticker. Maybe. Come on. There we go. And I'm going to put it right over the sky. Then I'm going to put my flowers on there, and I have a butterfly that I'm going to put on that tag. And I want to put some thread or something under that. Excuse my reach. Get my little drawer out here. And get my black thread. Yep. Okay, so let's glue that down. And of course my glue is not going to work. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Just kind of stick that up under there. Okay, and then glue these down. Oh, when I have this too, I'm going to make it look like that these flowers are taped on. These leaves are by 49 in Market, but the flower is from the kit. And then I'm going to take this piece of faux washi and glue over top of them. Just like that. Okay, on this other side, this is from the kit. It's just printed on regular old copy paper, and this is from the kit, and it's also just printed on regular copy paper. This one I'm going to back with something and make it a little thicker. This one I'm going to leave how it is, because what I want to do is I want to put it stacked like this, and then I want it to be able to flip up. So I'm going to, actually I may cover the back of it. I'm going to get a piece of my faux parchment paper. Which is this right here. I got this from Amazon. It comes 50 sheets. And this is the number if you're interested in it. It's, I'm sorry, it's 80 sheets of vintage or invites resume paper. And I think it's called faux parchment or something like that. But it's a nice alternative to coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. And it has a really nice finish to it. It's not real thick. And I think it makes good backing. And it keeps, it has a nice crinkly noise to it, which is nice. And it's a good alternative for the real thing, especially if you're shipping overseas, where I've heard a lot of people say that their journals are destroyed in customs because they use coffee dyed paper, and the dogs sniff it out thinking that it has drugs, because I guess a lot of people, drug smugglers, try to hide drugs in coffee beans or coffee grounds or whatever to throw the dogs off. So anyway, it's a good alternative for that. Or if you don't like coffee, like I don't like coffee, I normally, when I do order, I do not make dyed papers. I do not enjoy it, so I don't do it. but I do order them occasionally. But I always try to order tea dyed and not coffee dyed. I'm not a coffee drinker at all, and my husband drinks very little. Drinks 2 cups a day, and I don't mind it when it's fresh, but to me, when you have coffee dyed paper and it gets a little older, it's just starts smelling bad to me, so I don't use it. I'm sure all your coffee drinkers are rolling over in your graves. My dad would be, for sure. He drank coffee all day long. So did my mom, regardless of the temperature or what time of day it was or anything. They had a cup of coffee. They probably drank at least 2 pots of coffee a day. And when I was working, my office at work was right alongside the general break area where the coffee pot was, so I had to smell coffee brewing all day long. This is vellum, so no, it's not. It's newsprint. I don't even know what it is. So when I do this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this one a little lower. I'm going to flip this one over. And do I want it to go over the page? Yeah, I think I'll put it over the page. So I'm going to flip this and glue it down there. Yeah, you're going to have to do better than that. Let's put some art. Sometimes this news print doesn't like glue stick. So we're going to... I think it's too thick, or too thin, slick. I'll get the right word out in a minute. It's too slick for it to... for the glue stick to adhere properly. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to, want those folds. I'm gonna staple to the other one. Where's my stapler? Excuse the reach. Here we go. So there's that layout, and I'm going to go back while I'm thinking about it and put my 2 pieces on here that I forgot to put over here on the other side. Now keep in mind, I've not done any stamping yet, and so I will probably use some stamping to enhance some of this, but I always do that at the end once the journal's finished so I can see what it still needs before I do that. Okay, so there is that one. I've already done this one, and I think this one came out really cute. This is a belly band that I created. And then I have this music book that is actually a Scottish symphony, and I took the inside the front cover, you know, the first page, out and just put some brown paper on the back of it to make like a journaling card to fit in there. And then over here, I took 2 tags from the kit, and I took some of my plaid scrapbook paper and some cream-colored cardstock, and then I had these 2 die cuts in my stash that I got in Happy Mail when I first started journaling. But I thought they would be cute on those tags, so I put those like little cameos or silhouettes. And then I made a pocket out of this journaling card with a little Scottish Terrier on it. Created a little cluster here and another piece of the scrapbook paper. And I sanded the scrapbook paper with a little sandy disc to make it where it wasn't so bright. So I think that turned out really cute. Okay. So next we have this guy. And this is the guy I was telling you that I was going to use him. So why I covered him up in the other one. So on this one, I am doing a double pocket, and I'm using this green scrapbook paper that I thought had kind of a Celtic looking pattern on it, and I'm created 2 pockets, one here and one here. So I'm going to glue those down, and I made little gussets, so I'm going to go down the gussets and across the bottom. I didn't worry about gusseting the bottom of it. I'm not going to glue across where the pockets join because I want the top pocket to be able to go all the way to the bottom. So I'm just gluing on the very bottom and up the 2 sides. And we're going to flip it over and put it down. Make our little pocket. Alright, and then we're going to make a journaling card out of this piece, and this is an envelope. And if you saw my video yesterday, you'll hear me say that I like to use envelopes. Sorry, you had to get a drink of my tea. So I'm going to ink around this guy and also around the envelope. And this was like a legal or a letter size business envelope, and I just cut it down to the size that I wanted it. I cut equal parts on each side so that it still had a nice flap, a nice even flap on the back. So we're gonna, let me ink him as well, or ink the envelope. Get done over my page. As soon as I get this video done, I'm getting a new foam for this little dauber here. And it gives kind of a funky flap, but I don't care. I think it's different and kind of cool. So I'm gonna leave it. And the reason I picked the green is you'll see there's a little bit of green here and a little bit of green there. Okay, so that is going to be in one of our pockets. And then in the back pocket, I've got another picture in this, or a postcard. And this one is Lock DHU. I don't know how to say that, but this one is actually written on. So again, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to back it. And then I'm going to put it in this back pocket. And you can see it has these herring on it. And then I have, these are some 49 Market tickets that I just sanded up with a sanding disc. And I'm going to ink them. And the reason I'm doing tickets is this is a playbill for a theater. And this guy, I guess, is an actor. And the play is, oh, that is interesting. The play is called Lady of the Lake. And his name is E.M. Roderick DHU. Didn't I just say that this was Lock? Well, that's a coincidence that I did not know when I pulled this card out. So this Lock and this guy's name are the same. So I don't know if that is... That's very interesting. Okay, so that's even cooler. All right, so I'm putting these tickets in here. And then down at the bottom, I actually have Fussy Cat herring that I'm going to put on the pocket with this ticket. And this little flower, which is a sticker. And then I thought about putting this clock just for another piece. Doesn't really mean anything. Do I want to do that? Let me get the other pieces inked up and then I'll decide. And I just fussy cut this out of one of my wildlife books. I love herring. I think they're so pretty. Herring. I'm saying that like a fish. Am I saying that wrong? Heron. Heron's probably more accurate. A blue heron, not a herring. Okay, so the flower needs to go on first, and hopefully I can get this off. Without being here all day. Let's see if I can use a pen. Come on, you can do it. Maybe. I'm not having any luck with a pen. There we go. I did it. Okay, so this is gonna go on there. It's not gonna stand out a whole lot. It's gonna be kind of subtle, which is fine. And then let's get some glue on the back of our birdie. I guess I need to glue this down first. I don't think I'm going to use that clock there. I do want to use it somewhere, but I don't think I'm going to put it on this page. Okay, and then I have this plaid washi, and I think I want to put a strip across here, and then I want to put a piece right there. And my third piece, I want to put underneath here and just up in that corner. All right, so there's that one. Take away just a little bit of that white. Yep, I think that looks nice. Now let me check the timer. Okay, we might have time to do one more. If not, if we go over, I'll split it. All right, so this one I don't have all the way together yet. So maybe all I have all the way together. This one you can kind of get the idea of what I'm going to do. This one is advertisement for a photographer. And I have some film strip here. And then I have these two photos. That I'm going to put on here, and I have this little cluster, so that's going on this side. And then over here I'm going to put this journaling card, and it is on an envelope as well. So we can go ahead and do what I know for this. Ink. And then this whole page is a digital page. So my thought is that I am going to staple all of this. And then when I glue it, I'm going to cut a notch up here and glue it as a big long pocket. Or do I want to make it a flip out? Because it's got I may make it flip down. We haven't done one that flips down yet, have we? Alright, so let me attach all this. If I can get my stapler in there far enough. Okay, let's ink around this whole thing here. And again, this was half a journal page. Okay, so I'm going to fold this up. And I'm going to hinge it on there. I need to ink this up again. Not very straight. There we go. That's better. I can fit this on here. I think I will. I'm going to glue it. And I wish I had, at one time I had the Tim Holtz pins that were look like laundry pins. I wish I had one of those left because they kind of reminded me of the pins. I don't know if you guys ever had one, but when you had the plaid skirts and you put the skirt pin in there, that would be perfect for this. Okay, so that is that, and then like I said, this over here is going on as a flip out. Over here with a pocket, and it's just a craft envelope, and I'm going to put this Glasgow card on top of it, but I don't know if I want something else under that, so I'm going to reserve the right to not finish that one right now. And I think that cluster is going to keep this from flipping open without any problems, but if I need to, I will put a little clip or something on there. So I'm going to stop there, guys. So I hope that gave you some ideas for your journal. And then this is the back pocket, and I haven't really done anything with that other than construct the double pocket. And I know I'm going to make a journaling card out of that piece. So yeah, it's coming along. I still have a ways to go. And, but I'm getting close, I think, to my 9 makes. I'll have to count them. But this is a great kit. And again, I'll list where I got it from in the description box because I just can't remember off the top of my head. And get some more pages laid out, and we'll be able to do another video and get some more pages done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys back on Thursday for I Sell on Pinterest. Until then, everybody have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.